Hello and welcome, viewers. Last night, Navika and I brought you the biggest exit poll of poll projections. You might recall that the projections now quite definitively point to a Congress revival in the Hindi heartland, and possibly, if the voter is really benevolent, then even in Telangana. This spells some discomfort for the BJP, isn't it, Navika?
That's right, and viewers, tonight I would like to tell you it's a bad performance that could end up completely weakening the BJP's grip over what we are calling the Modi heartland. The 2014 elections saw Narendra Modi getting a grip over large parts of northern India, and if there is a bad performance in these three state elections of the Hindi heartland, then that could have ramifications for Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2019. And here's what I really mean. Let's look at the 244 seats that are up for grabs. And these are the 10 states of the Modi heartland that we are talking about. And those numbers just coming up on your screen. And these 10 states really hold the key to the BJP's performance in 2019 and the way it's going to go. Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh. This is the BJP bastion.
Well, not just that. I suppose you're absolutely right, because when we show the next slide, you will see the dominance. But look at the number of seats in just this sort of northern belt, Navika. Look at this. We've called it the Modi heartland because some people say, well, you know, how can you put Gujarat in the Hindi heartland? Some people say you can't put it in the cow belt. So, well, as a loose definition, just to point towards the big dominance of the Modi factor in this, we have called it the Modi heartland, just from a statistical point of view.
The reason we are doing that is because, ladies and gentlemen, 244 out of the 282 seats for the BJP came really from this real position, and 244 out of 282 means make or break for Narendra Modi and the BJP.
Wow.
In
Look at this,
these are the
dominance.
2014 results. 222 for the NDA, UPA 20 and others too.
And even in this, a lot of those seats were non-Congress. So this was a lot of the other particular parties, the SP, the BSP. SP actually, BC got 0, SP was 7, and the rest were really all pretty much. SP was 7, I think. 3, 3, that's right. So most of them were all blown out of the water, and there you have it. It's really something that could completely transform, could it not, if those exit poll predictions come true?
That's right, and we'll need to go across to the state-by-state projections in these elections, and we are going to give you the numbers as we see them tonight, because we are trying to project the 2019 mood of the nation as happening tonight.
Let's have a look. Let's go state by state very quickly. Let's start from the very northern tip of this Hindi heartland or Modi heartland.
That's
or what
right,
have
right
you.
Here.
Absolutely. We're starting from there. And look at it. Already the change coming in. CNX is suggesting that we are going to see a change, that the BJP is going to perhaps lose one seat here and the gain will be straight off for the Congress. Let's quickly go through some of the other options.
That's right.
There you see it, Uttarakhand.
And Uttarakhand, 5 seats in the 2014 elections, down to 4 this time, a loss of 1, and that straight goes to the Congress party.
So we're already seeing that number that we had projected earlier being reduced by 2. There you can see Haryana. Haryana is also going to see a bit of a change, but this time in favor of the BJP. That's because the opposition hasn't been able to come together.
Well, is that the only factor? I mean, 7 to 8 in Haryana, and Chhattisgarh, 10 down to 7. That's the CNX projection, that 10 seats that were there with the BJP in Chhattisgarh will go down to 7. And again, all the losses from the BJP go straight into the Congress kitty.
Absolutely. So keep a track of this number, the change factor. That's the number that the BJP is going to be worried about. There it was on that particular chart, -3 there. Let's move forward. Let's move quickly between Chhattisgarh. Let's go straight to the next state. There you see it, Jharkhand. Once again, big losses. 4 down already, the BJP, the heartland, the Modi heartland beginning to show signs of weakening. Showing signs of weakening. Let's move quickly. Let's move quickly. The numbers are adding up at the top of your screens, viewers. Yes.
And this is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. 25 out of 25 in the 2014 elections in Rajasthan to the BJP, down to 12. If the way exit polls have said Rajasthan is going the Congress way, then the Congress gets the major gains. All the 13 seats lost by the BJP will go to the Congress party. So that's where the big losses from Rajasthan will be coming in.
What is striking me, Navika, is as this number seems to go up, in Gujarat, of course, we're not showing any change. But if you look at the last one, the changes that are accumulating for the Congress here already push it beyond the 60-seat mark in the Lok Sabha. So just keep looking at that green area. Let's go further up quickly through Rajasthan. Now, MP, Madhya Pradesh, what is that going to throw up for us? Well, down by 7 here, the BJP gaining 7, the Congress over last time. So as I'm telling you, these numbers are beginning to expand. And this is just the Congress right now, and the BJP we're talking about.
The interesting point in Madhya Pradesh, if we can go back to Madhya Pradesh, okay, we'll let it... Okay,
it's back.
The only 2 seats in the Lok Sabha that the Congress had last time was Kamal Nath and Jyotiraditya Scindia.
So
both of them right now in the state. What's the Congress going to do for the Lok Sabha elections is going to be a plan we'll have to watch out for. And now let's look at the Bihar numbers. BJP down from 22 to 15. That's also because of the seat sharing arrangement with JDU, which was not there last time. And 2 to 9 is the JDU, and this together, because they are alliance partners, would be about 24. So that's the number. So NDA at least will get the number of 24, which was 22 last time. RJD and Congress, of course, Congress down from 2 to 1 and RJD up from 4 to 10.
Yes. Let's have a look at this wall now. Coming up here, big numbers. There you can see. This is the big state, Navika, Uttar Pradesh, and look at the changes that are beginning to get affected. Now, this is a straight-on-straight scenario. This is not with a Gathbandhan. This is even if they were to go head-to-head, all the political parties independently, the BJP starts losing from where they were.
Best case scenario
best case
is
scenario.
16 seats lost, because they were at the high of 71 along with Apna Dal and other alliance partners. They were 73. That will be down to minus 16 for the BJP, down to 55, and that's something that's only going to happen if there's no Mahagathbandhan. If the Mahagathbandhan happens, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a huge scenario change. We'll bring up that.
Let's look at it. Let's pull it out. But before we do that, 1 second, before we do that, let's just throw this open. Navika, let's ask a few questions of our experts. We're going to keep you in suspense, viewers, for a little while, because that figure is what is talked about in every drawing room in the capitals of
Talk
every
about
state.
2019 and everybody says UP story is going to decide the BJP's future. So, and how do you look at it, Jay?
I think, yes. I'll just give you some psychological simulation that we have done. If the alliance were not to take place in UP and the BJP were to lose about 4% of its votes, that is, it would go down from 42 to 38. The party would end at the exact halfway mark, which is 40. However, if the alliance were to take place, of course, you'll have the projection here, that number can go down to something like 23 or 21. Therefore, UP
23 or 21?
21.
That's an erosion of 50 seats, you're saying?
Absolutely.
Over last year, over 2014 in just Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah, let's not forget, the vote share that the BJP has in UP is a historical peak. It has never had 42%. Its previous peak is about 36%. So even if it goes down to its previous peak, it is under threat.
So, okay, Mr. Rajagopalan doesn't accept this.
Of course, it's an alarming bill for BJP, no doubt, Rahul. But at the same time, you are helping BJP. Through this, you are helping BJP.
How?
Because that whatever the changes are there, northeastern states, even Orissa, West Bengal, that will be consolidated.
Don't bet on it. That will happen. We'll bring those numbers out.
Modi land.
We are looking at Modi heartland.
You are talking about only Modi heartland. Go out of Modi heartland, where they can pick up some more seats.
No, you can't escape this by showing up something that we haven't projected as yet.
You are helping BJP by showing this.
No, I'm asking.
We are helping the BJP. We'll show you the numbers.
But one thing,
we'll show you the numbers, Mr. Rajagopalan.
Congress is not improving anywhere. If you go total,
everywhere the BJP is losing, the Congress is the direct gainer.
You are talking about BJP will come down. Of course, BJP will come down. I agree with that. Psephology, whatever Jaimur says, Nalin Mehta, I agree with them. But at the same time, Congress from 44 to 70, it will not cross 3 digits.
Okay, Dr. Patra, let's bring you into this. I'm sorry we've kept you waiting, but let me bring you into this, Dr. Patra. This is an alarming erosion. Even without the effects of the Gathbandhan, which we will project in just about 5 or 7 minutes, this is not looking good for the BJP in particular and the NDA. This was an area where you had almost a conversion of 93%. Today you're down by so many more.
Rahul, there are two words which are extremely important in politics. The first word is challenge and the second word is to be in a preparatory mode. Remember, any election, every election, be it a municipal election or be it a parliamentary election, these are extremely important for Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party has always introspected and always improved its tally thereafter. And as far as the second word, that is preparation, is concerned, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been in a perpetual preparation mode. Since 2014, you would see that we have only bettered our tally after election.
Look, these are the states where there is a significant rural population cutting across the 10 states. Now, many people are going to say that this is a verdict against your governance record, that this is an outcome of the anger against the unfulfilled promises to the poor.
And if I can supplement that question, Dr. Sambit Patra,
Rahul,
in this Modi
yes,
heartland
Navika.
will also be a state called Delhi, where you had 7 out of 7, which in 2019 is something there's no way you can get. In fact, the verdict on the ground is you might not get even 1 seat in Delhi, at best 1 or 2. The question, Dr. Sambit Patra, is the governance gone wrong? Is the Modi magic waning? Or is it just anti-incumbency?
Navika, let me tell you very frankly, as far as this kind of statement that has the wave stopped, is the Modi magic stopping? Remember, since 2013, we had been into the study of oceanography. Is wave ka kya hoga? Wave to khatam ho raha hai, wave daएं ja raha hai, wave बाएं ja raha hai. And election after election, we have seen that despite all the exit polls and all the poll pundits' predictions, we have always stood the ground. Remember the elections of Uttar Pradesh, where the best predictions were somewhere touching 200 and the worst ones even took us to 100. We had 325 seats. See, please never underestimate Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah. Both of these tall leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party, I mean, apart from the performance and the hard work that they have to offer to this country, to this great country, the best part that is still within the clutches of them is the strategy that they have for 2000.
I think the overestimation is happening now.
Nothing like overestimation.
On what count? Very different
let
question. Jay wants to come in with a question. Okay.
Let me complete this.
Mr.
Let me just complete in 10 seconds and then the overestimating thing.
Okay, tell us.
So I will tell you this exact sentence of overestimation. I remember Navika was the anchor. I remember Navika and Rahul were the anchor. Post demonetization, when we had said that we would be winning Uttar Pradesh by a margin more than 200, then the exact question which came from one of the opponent was, please don't overestimate Mr. Amit Shah and his strategies, because demonetization has devastated Uttar Pradesh's Vyapari, and so you are going to lose Uttar Pradesh. We got 325, and I remember Rahul Shiv Shankar in fact complimenting the leadership then. Remember, please, there's a lot of distance. There is a lot of distance between the cup and the lip, not just to slip but to prepare and to perform. And that is where I say that December and May, when we will have election.
Mr. Patra, one question. This is the first time at a Lok Sabha level you are contesting as an incumbent, not as an opponent, as a challenge. You are contesting as an incumbent. It's the first time that there are so many state governments that the BJP heads also at the state level, while you are at the federal level, you are the incumbent. Do you see some different set of challenges then as compared to before? Don't you see them?
A very good question, and candidly I should accept to the fact that there would be challenges. If you are incumbent government in the state and in the center, there would be a different set of challenges. Now let me tell you, all these 3 Hindi heartland that are in fact into election right now, and on 11th we will have the result. The exit polls are out. I mean, whatever the exit poll says, because most of the exit polls have projected a confused picture, let me tell you, 15 years of governance in a state should have left the Congress party with a hands up sign that we have given up, now let the BJP walk in and occupy the position. The kind of fight that
we
the
brought up
Janata
that
Party
point at 10 p.m.
and I am sure that we are going to win.
Last night, that's a good PM. That's the point I was making to you, Sanjeev Srivastava, Mehmood Paracha. Look, no, EVM, please, let's not bring in this EVM bogey. You can't say that we are winning Rajasthan handsomely. The exit polls
with the same EVMs, but we will lose Madhya Pradesh and
The use of EVM factor is in the hands of this duo.
The TRS is never complaining, sir.
Fraudsters.
The TRS doesn't complain. Mamata Banerjee says that
Nishant ji, can I say
the EVMs are
something
okay
to you, Nishant? The EVMs have no role in exit
No,
polls,
I'm
by
bringing
the
you
way.
in. Mr.
EVMs
No,
have no role in
Mr.
exit
No,
polls.
Mr. Paracha, let's go to
Exit
the
polls
substantive
have
issue.
their
Sorry.
relevance. EVM
Substantive
factor has to
issue.
be-
Even if you look at the exit poll projections, even those are not definitive. It's not as if there are vast swings in favor of the Congress party. There are incremental gains, some people would say. You're not even sweeping Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh if you look at those particular exit polls. Okay, so it can go the other way. But anyhow, all I'm saying is,
not touch 70.
what is happening?
All right, before we go any further on the debate, let's just look at the Modi heartland.
Yeah.
How much is it down from the 2014 levels to the projection for 2019? And let's take a look at the overall Modi heartland numbers.
This is without the
49 down.
Gathbandhan.
This is without the Gathbandhan.
Yeah.
49 down for the NDA and 29 gains for the Congress party. Samajwadi party gets 4 and BSP gets 9. That's the number. In 2014, the BJP was 222. The NDA was 222. Now it's down to 173. And Dr. Sambit Patra, that's where the story is. Minus 49, nearly 50 seats down in this stronghold of the BJP. And that's without the Mahagathbandhan in place in Uttar Pradesh.
And you are still giving all the seats in Gujarat to BJP, which I find completely strange.
Erroneous. You think it's
Okay.
absolutely
There is
It's
no
not
answer
possible.
that.
Just to add to that,
if Congress
let-
gets
let-
about
let-
80 odd seats in the assembly election, you think they'll end up with 0 out of 26. And just like Navika said that Delhi 7 seats should have been included, I think very crucially Maharashtra should have been there.
No, that
Because
we'll
we'll
give
come
you.
to that.
We'll give
We'll
you the
come to the
north
rest
and
of
the
India.
west
Yeah.
and the east. We
I
still
want to
have
answer
those
that,
numbers.
Navika.
In this
Right now, we
heartland,
have only
in
picked
this
up.
Modi heartland,
Sanjeev, we have
that should
only
have been.
picked up the Modi
So,
heartland.
okay,
The Shiv Sena will take
just-
grave offense if you call Maharashtra
Sanjeev,
Modi
can I
heartland.
answer
No,
Navika
the
if
anybody
you
will
allow
have
me?
problem.
Last time-
No, there wasn't
last
that
time they had
Dominic.
swept.
Dominic. There
Last
wasn't
time
such
they had
Dominic. They
swept.
had an
I
alliance
just want to add
partner.
one
They had
thing
an
to
alliance
Sanjeev, and
partner.
that is-
26
Who will
million
take
in
grave
Gujarat,
offense?
impossible. Then you might as
All
well
right,
make it
Dr.
back to
Sambit Patra,
222.
respond to
I
all
just
the
want to add
questions
one
that are
small
coming
thing.
your way.
Navika, just
Right?
one small thing to this.
Okay.
To just add to what Sanjeev said, that this is pre these 5 elections. Let the results of these 5 elections come, and if they are going against the BJP, things will crystallize more. Crystallize more.
In any case,
No,
that's what
EVM,
you said.
I think you will use in
Let's not get into
2019.
the
EVM, according to me, you are going to use in 2019. Not here. This is a deception. This is a deception. You are wanting to lose, and Mr. Modi wants to eliminate some of his competitors for prime
is
ministership, which is
eliminate.
Vasundhara Raje,
Well,
which is
eliminate.
Shivraj.
Rahul also wants to eliminate Modi Raj
Conspiracy
India.
theories are out. 1 minute.
These two
Raghav Awasthi.
are not only opposing the country, they are not rogering the country, they are rogering good leadership in BJP also. We know all that.
Gentlemen,
We know all that.
we have to
There's no
allow
need for a
others to
shouting
speak.
match
We've
over
asked
here.
a
One
question to
second.
Dr. Patra.
Yeah.
Dr.
elimination
Patra,
process.
1 minute,
One
Dr.
second.
These two
Just-
Jabriks are not only harming nation, they are
Question
harming
going
the
up.
BJP also.
Please, please, sir.
All
please.
right,
Question
all
going
right.
up.
We'll have a boxing ring next for you, right in the middle of the studio. But Dr. Patra, the 2 questions that are coming your way. Number 1, Gujarat is not going to be 26 by 26, as pointed out by Sanjeev Srivastava. You'll have some losses there, and of course the question is, it's not the question of underestimating Mr. Modi. The question is, are you underestimating Rahul Gandhi and the Mahagathbandhan prospects? That's the question.
And the backlash of the people.
Navika, I'll answer every question candidly. Let me tell you, someone was saying this was pre-election of these 5 states. Let the result come, something else may happen. Let me tell you, this is also pre-election mode of Mr. Modi. When Mr. Modi goes into the election mode for 2019, that will be a totally different Bharatiya Janata Party in its electoral mode for prime ministership post. So we have not seen that.
Oh, come
so
on.
when
Please,
that
let's not
mode
be
arrives,
irresponsible.
when
Mr.
those
Paracha, this is
strategies
very
come-
irresponsible.
Please, can I
We have not
Very
forgotten
irresponsible
2002.
statement.
Mr. Pracha, let's not shout like this. Can I please complete?
Mr. Sambit Patra,
Can we have a
Sudarshan
sane
wants
debate
to
without
go.
shouting and fighting?
Sudarshan,
Don't threaten us
1 minute.
like this.
Sudarshan
Don't
Sudarshan
threaten
wants
us
to
with
come in.
2002.
Can I
No,
please
please,
come-
Sudarshan, please, that's not a fair point to make. Please.
So what is he saying? This
Please,
is
no,
free.
why are you
Then what is
are you
this?
once again resorting to
He's only
scaremongering?
said
What is
it's the
this?
pre-election mode.
So
It's
what
a
is he
fair
hinting
point.
at? What is
It's
he
a
hinting
fair
at?
point.
Why are you afraid?
It's-
Why are you afraid?
It's a
Paracha,
fair
why are you
point.
afraid? Why do you
I
bring
don't
it up?
understand as to why we all have to shout like this. Can I
When he
please
comes into
speak
that
and complete my
court,
What
point?
is that?
Mr. Mehmood Paracha, put evidence on the table or take back your words. Put evidence on the table. Don't fear monger. Don't fear monger, Mr. Mehmood Paracha. If you have evidence, put it on the table. Otherwise, take back your words. Take back your words.
I am only hinting what may happen.
Rahul, he has to take back his comments
Okay,
because in two instances, without any evidence, he has placed some shoot and scoot statements. We are aiming to have a reasoned debate. Nobody is
Let's
above
be reasonable.
criticism.
Mr. Patra, please,
Please
let's
take
not
back
make
those
this
comments.
communally
He
charged.
must withdraw that.
We
Otherwise,
already
This is
are
a very
already
sane
seeing
debate.
the
This is a very
reversals of
important
that.
issue.
On
Okay, let's
EVM,
move to
Rahul,
substantive
on
issues.
EVM.
Stand by with what Mr. Paracha
Okay,
said.
okay, do that.
That's a fact on the ground. That's a fact on the ground.
You side with him, no
I'm
problem.
sorry. It's not about
You
side with
instigate
him.
people.
What he
You
has said is a
instigate
fact on the
people.
ground. Sorry, I
You
don't
are
know.
saying that
What you said that is wrong.
On
This kind of reasoning only helps the BJP and Mr. Modi. You are
That is what he is doing. That is what Paracha is doing.
helping further polarize the atmosphere.
31% votes.
So sorry.
Despite everything, Mr. Modi got
Mr. Mehmood Paracha, before you go on, Mr. Mehmood Paracha.
Indian constitution
Please,
is
can
more
I
than any
complete
Mr.
my
Modi.
point and
Yes,
thereafter everyone else
we
can
all
fight?
agree. We all agree on that. But Mr. Mehmood Paracha and Nishant Verma, let me lay
We will
down the
construct
ground.
this mandir
Rahul, he is mocking
over and
the
above
answer.
Supreme
Mr.
Court. He's been
Paracha,
no, they have been
Mr.
threatening all this
Paracha,
for a long
Mr.
time.
Paracha, can you please, Mr. Nishant Verma and Mr.
Oh my
Paracha.
God.
1 minute, Jay. 1 minute,
No,
Jay.
but this is what
Mr.
they have been threatening.
Paracha,
They have been threatening Supreme Court. They have been threatening Constitution of India. And this is what he is doing now.
Oh
the
God.
Congress also threatened the Supreme
Why
Court
do
by
you get
bringing
these
in
two
the
I
people
don't
who
care
destroy
about
the
Congress.
whole debate?
I don't care what Congress does. Anybody who threatens Constitution, we have to fight.
May I lay down the ground rules? The ground rules are the numbers and the debate that we are doing on the
Yeah,
numbers and the
let's get
possible
it back.
scenarios.
Let's get it back.
Let's not get into conspiracy
So can I
theories
ask
of
a
who's
question?
killing whom, and let's not make this
can I ask a question now?
communally combustible.
Let me throw out a
Let's
question.
get back to the
Let's
numbers.
get back to the
on the
questions.
numbers,
1
on
minute,
who-
gentlemen.
let's get
Gentlemen,
back
1
to the
second.
numbers.
And
And
the bottom of
please,
our
Navika,
screens,
allow me
viewers,
to complete
you're going to
the
be
few
seeing questions
sentences
that
that
we
I
are
was
going to
making.
be asking through the course of this debate in the first half of this show. And one of the important questions is, and I'll pick up on a much more perhaps rational point from where Mr. Paracha ended up. I just want to ask the question of you, Mr. Sudarshan, as well as the Bharatiya Janata Party. There is been polarization in this Modi heartland. We have seen it. We have seen a large number of BJP MPs, chief ministers who have made communally loaded statements. We are back to a mandir push, etc. Is that politics of Hindutva today not being rewarded? Is it not enough? That's the basic question, because these numbers, even without the Gathbandhan, put you in a problematic situation.
Rahul, this is a game of political
Rahul, I wanted
advantages.
to complete my sentence and I will answer this question as well.
Okay, let the official spokesperson of the BJP respond. Okay, go ahead. I'll come out to you, sir. Yeah.
I request all the esteemed panelists, they are very respected people. Let's not shout like this. This is a very important question that Times Now has asked us. Let me answer them. Number one, as far as this question that whether Hindutva is being rewarded or not and whether Hindutva is going to be an agenda, I firmly believe that Hindutva, that word, the way we are using it politically is not right. Not to have politics of appeasement, but rather to focus on politics of performance is what the Bharatiya Janata Party
But
has
you're
been
not
trying
doing that,
and doing.
sir. Your
Remember, we
MPs
do
are
not put
undermining
appeasement in
Sabka
Uttar
Saath.
Pradesh.
You know the statements
we are
that
doing it.
Giriraj and company make from time to time.
I will.
You've seen it in this
I'll answer
particular
that.
campaign.
I will answer that. See, over and above all of us is the word of Prime Minister of India, our respected leader, Mr. Narendra Modi. Consistently, he has spoken about Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas. And let me tell you one thing which we are all undermining. The beneficiaries' role in these elections.
But the Prime Minister needs to condemn those kind of anti-social, anti-national statements.
Chief Minister Yogi
needs to condemn them.
Chief Minister Yogi has made
remaining silent.
no, no. Chief Minister Yogi has provoked Owaisi by making a very very, very communally loaded
but
statement.
a BJP spokesperson saying something rational does not explain away anything. Why hasn't the Prime Minister even once condemned his MPs and ministers like Giriraj Singh and
Sanjeev, you can always
No, he
wait for me to
should be
complete a few
categorical.
sentences and then you can rebut me back or ask a question. But the problem is you don't allow me to
Okay,
speak.
let him respond. Let him respond. He's saying that he should be allowed to speak.
Bottom line, Dr. Patra, is are people getting fed up of this Mandir Masjid, the cow slaughter kind of debate and moving on to more basic issues? रोजगार कहाँ से आएगा? Demonetization के बाद job opportunities कहाँ से आएंगी? And that's the question I want to ask you. Without an alternative employment plan, today is the demo nightmare coming back to haunt you, Dr. Patra.
They have nothing to say. They can't boast any more
See,
about
as far
basic
as
issues.
demonetization is concerned, after oh my God, Mr. Sanjeev, I don't
Patra,
expect this
the
a senior person as you
Okay, let
should
him
not
speak.
be
We've asked a question,
continuously
then you can all respond time by time. Yes. Go ahead, doctor.
See, first and foremost, after demonetization, we had elections in 9 states. We won 8 states, excepting Punjab. So, in fact, as far as referendum on demonetization is concerned, that is already over. As far as one very important issue, Hindutva versus politics of
there is a
performance, the
delayed
very
impact
important point
also
that
of certain decisions. Are you? My question is that are you seeing the
I'm answering
delayed
that. I was
impact of
answering
the
that. You
demo
have to listen
on
to
the
that.
ground?
I am answering that.
You should know where black
No,
money
I am
is,
answering
Nishant
that.
Verma.
I am answering that.
You know your
See,
rights.
remember
Tell you
one
are
point
your
that we are
rights.
all missing out,
Sorry?
and
You
read
know
my
yours.
words,
I
read
don't
my
know. I
words,
don't have
write
black
my
money.
words.
I'm a poor man.
On
What is
11th,
the-
this
what is
is
the
going to
You
be the
talk
scenario.
about
You
your
can
black
mark
money.
my words
Where is
tonight.
your black money?
You can mark my
अरे
words
बोलने
tonight,
दीजिए ना,
Navika.
डॉक्टर पात्रा को बोलने
politics-
दीजिए सर. Let's not
the
make
politics-
let's not
the
make frivolous comments. Okay, 1 minute.
Nobody else can
Okay,
claim.
gentlemen, let's not
No other
let's
Indian
not
can
let's
claim
not make
or
this
reclaim
personal
your
and
money
trivial.
back into the
Gentlemen,
system.
don't
My
trivialize the
God,
question
I mean,
that has been posed
senior
by
people
Navika.
are not
Gentlemen,
ready to
please.
listen to anyone.
Okay, gentlemen.
What is the outcome of demonetization?
Excuse me,
Let's not waste the time.
excuse me, Mr.
Tell
Nishant
us.
Verma. You want to know the answer to the
Where is
demo
this?
question?
Where
He's
is
answering
this
it.
coming
He's
in?
answering
You
it.
have
Please
disturbed the
listen.
country, forget us.
After which,
Oh, you have disturbed the
after which,
country.
You
You have disturbed
Okay,
the country,
gentlemen,
forget
let's
us.
not behave like trolls. Gentlemen,
Okay,
let's
You
not
don't have
behave
license
like
to
Twitter
black money.
trolls.
That is
Please.
Where is the black money? Where is the money?
Where is the black money? What is that?
Where is ask
Where
Mr.
is
Modi
Rahul Gandhi
what is
now?
that?
Can you
We
bring
don't
it?
even know what is that.
Can Rahul Gandhi
Ask
bring it?
Mr. Modi.
Should I tell you where it is? Mr. Verma, should I tell you where it is?
Mr. Modi, where is the black money?
The Telangana police says it's being used to bribe voters. And it is
Yes.
being used to bribe voters by 2 political formations. That is what they are saying. That's where we've seen wards and wards of
Every
black money.
political party does it.
We have
Congress
seen
also does it.
90% rise
So
in black
demonetization
money.
of the
1 minute.
So what?
In these
So
elections.
what?
No, 1 minute.
Demonetization.
Gentlemen,
Fast.
gentlemen,
Fast. That's what we
a
say.
question has
Thank
been
you.
asked by
Black money
Navika
comes-
and
All
Dr.
right.
Patra.
All right.
What black
All
money? How do you use that word? How do
Congress
you
has
say?
got black money. I'm telling you.
Patra
In
sahab.
Telangana,
All right,
they have done it.
let's not get
Telangana, they have done it.
personal. Let's
Your
not get
supporters.
personal. I have asked a question to Dr. Patra. Please, let's all be civil. We
They
are all
don't allow
educated.
me.
We are all
Dr.
educated
Patra,
people.
where
We
is
are all
the money?
educated
Relax.
people.
My
You've
God.
asked a question 10
Interesting.
times. Let him answer.
Sure.
All right, Dr. Patra.
सुन तो लीजिए.
Navika and Rahul, as far as demonetization is concerned, I mean, you have 2 questions to it. The initial effect and the later effects. Initial effects, whatever it was, we have 9 elections, we won 8 out of it. As far as the later effects of demonetization is concerned, even going by the logic of the Congress party, they said that there would be a dent in the economy of India and the GDP would fall. We saw that initial phase, when we won all these 9 elections, then of course the GDP was affected, but that was an initial aberration. Oh my God.
Leave that to me.
Navika,
Please,
Navika, can I say
leave how
something?
the
Please
debate
don't
is
call people
conducted
like
in
Nishant and Prata.
Please,
They destroy the whole
please.
debate.
Okay, now look. Now, Verma sahab, please. Okay, Paracha, Verma.
You are talking the answer. You are so intolerant.
Can I please complete 3 lines? I mean, is this the way, Mr. Nishant?
अरे आपने पूछ ली आप
Okay, now please, let's not
Don't
become
call
personal.
Mr. Nishant
Okay, 1
Varma
minute.
for a debate, Mr. Rahul Shiv
Let's take a
Shankar.
break.
This is a
I'm going
serious
to be
request.
forced to take a break at this point, unless we have order. We are taking a short break, and I urge the panelists, please, and I urge the panelists to show some restraint. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we show you the overall effect of the numbers with the Mahagathbandhan. That's the big number to look out for, viewers. We come right back. Don't go away.
Without the Mahagathbandhan, and we are getting up the numbers with the Mahagathbandhan on this wall. And joining us tonight on the debate is Rahul Chakrabarti, TMC supporter, and Mr. Tapse from the NCP, and we'll get their reactions to what the opposition Gathbandhan will look like when the numbers really come out. So look at those numbers, and these are the numbers.
Without
this
Gathbandhan.
is no Gathbandhan. This is the no Gathbandhan, and this is the Mahagathbandhan numbers. And if the BJP comes to this, the number of the BJP drops down from 73 in Uttar Pradesh to 31, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a loss of
42 just in this place. We were talking about an overall 49 seats loss in the Modi heartland. If the Mahagathbandhan happens...
let's talk about the formation of this Gathbandhan. This includes the Congress with the BSP, SP and RLD, which is Ajit Singh. So when all these four come together, look at the cumulative impact of this. 42 eroded. So Jay was perhaps right in some senses, because I'm sure this will constitute a erosion of vote share. Now, can you do the maths for us? Because we haven't got the vote share. So how does this add up?
This adds up to about 46% vote share for the Gathbandhan,
right,
and a 37% vote share for NDA.
Which is where you think it will eventually settle.
Yeah.
And 37 is still higher than its previous peak.
I would actually think
it's
that
still, but it comes down to 31 seats.
Yes.
And if it's a loss of 42 seats just in Uttar Pradesh, then the Modi heartland will be down by approximately
if
70,
you have
75.
the Mahagathbandhan, then I actually think that even 31 may be an inflated figure for the BJP.
Okay, so let's look at the larger...
Then it may be...
let's look at the
overall number.
Modi heartland number.
2021 mark is more likely.
Gentlemen, one second. Let's just quickly, let's go to the Modi heartland number. There you can see it. It's on your screens, viewers. Here it is. It's this sweat that we are talking about. This is the Modi heartland. Remember, there were 244 seats. Out of which the BJP won almost 222 of those. That is a 2040 number. The Congress had 8, the BSP 0, the SP 5, the others 9. Now look at this. Now look at this. If you look at this, with all these numbers, we are suggesting that the NDA will, in the Modi heartland, in just this, will just come up to about 173, erosion of 49.
This is without the Gathbandhan.
This is no Gathbandhan.
This is without the Gathbandhan. We'll put up
now let's look at the next scenario on that particular wall, right behind you, Navika, because that's where the Gathbandhan numbers will come up in just 30 seconds. Let's have a quick look at that. There it comes up. There it
and
goes.
If the Gathbandhan is on, then the number is down for the 74 seats. And the Mahagathbandhan gains the 74 seats. So the BJP is, the NDA is then down to 148. And that's the number that the BJP will be looking at.
This when you're
Congress
giving
and
26 out of
Mahagathbandhan
26
will be at 94 in the Modi heartland alone. And let's get in Mr. Tapse now at this point. Mr. Tapse, how do you see this? You've seen that if the Mahagathbandhan happens, then it causes huge damage to the BJP. It will be down by 74 seats just in the Modi heartland. Isn't it imperative that all opposition parties really get together in a Mahagathbandhan? Is it possible? Because we've seen that in these 3 state elections in the heartland, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, the BSP, the SP and the Congress just couldn't come together.
Well, Navika, whatever the exit polls have shown up yesterday, there definitely seems to be a swing towards the Congress alliance in these last 5 states where the election was held. As far as the 2019 election Lok Sabha result, I would again like to say, just as you asked Mr. Patra, that the demonetization nightmare, will it haunt the BJP? It is definitely going to haunt the BJP, and currently it is haunting the nation on the economic parameters.
I'm asking you a straightforward question, because the NCP has been swinging all ways. No, 1 second. The NCP, sir, has been swinging over the last 4 years between other political parties in the third front and sometimes even making soft noises towards the BJP. Suddenly, because the Congress seems to be on a resurgent wicket.
NCP from the
you are suddenly speaking like a close ally of the Congress party. This is opportunism, sir.
NCP from NCP.
So you're only going to go with who the winning side is.
From the NCP from its inception, we have been with the Congress right from 99, since the
But
time
sir, you
NCP
split
was
up.
formed.
But
You
And we
split up.
stayed with the
Pawar has
Congress
made
in
statements
Maharashtra
that
and
Rahul
India
is not
and the national
acceptable as a
level.
leader of the
And they split up.
Mahagathbandhan.
And they
He's
split up
made
and
that
contested.
statement.
And you split up and contested. What kind of unity is
There
this?
is no one leader of the Mahagathbandhan.
There you are.
If you would have seen
There you are.
what kind of unity is.
So this tells me, Navikar, we must ask that question. With those numbers, NDA at 148, the NDA down by 74 seats, are we looking at a coalition, a Khichdi coalition, perhaps in 2019? Is that what's coming up? And let's go very quickly to Rahul Chakravarti. Rahul Chakravarti, there is no solid core here. The Congress is so far down that you're going to have what is known eventually as an unstable alternative. Are you going to be a part of that?
See, the saffron holding the government in the central country, spreading the negativity of polarization and communal feuds in different parts of our country in India, and trying to trigger the sentiment of secularism. In a way, deviating the focus from the social and economic growth of our country. See, they now have to look forward to the eastern region. Very frankly speaking, this time we are very much optimistic that non-communal force will come over and they are going to start.
What do you mean?
What is non-communal?
Yes.
Rahul Gandhi is wearing his Janeau on his sleeve.
Mamata Banerjee is flirting with
and
soft
Mamata
Hindutva.
Banerjee appeases the Muslims. What's non-communal about any political party?
Communal is making Hindus and Muslims fight.
No,
Yes.
who told you that? When the Muslim votes, who
And
Not
what
many
about Mamata Banerjee stopping the Durga Puja
Somebody else can be a Hindu,
Sorry,
but don't make
going
people
to
fight.
temple is not communal.
No,
We all go to
Mamata Banerjee
temple.
stopping
We all
the
go to
Durga
Sir,
Puja.
dividing Hindus is also not.
Allowing the
No, dividing Hindus is also not. No, dividing Hindus on the basis of caste is also not. No, is also not secularism. What is secular about? What is secular about dividing Hindus? Yes, nice.
Let's get this straight. What is communal and what is not
Listen
communal?
to it.
Going to temples is not communal.
deviate the country people.
One second.
That they are doing.
Inciting Hindus to kill Muslims is communal.
Yes.
Is communal.
Inciting
That is what
Hindus
RSS
against
does.
Hindus. No,
Otherwise,
inciting
Hindus are a
against
respected
Hindus is
community.
not communal.
Hindus are a respected community.
Not communal.
No,
Hindus are a respected
OSC.
community. RSS is communal. RSS. He is
OSC
your agent.
communal.
He is your agent. He is your agent. He is RSS's agent. OSC is your agent. That's why communal. Yes, OSC is communal. OSC is your agent. Understand that. We understand everything.
All right. Nalin, 1 minute, gentlemen. Nalin Mehta, let's be civil and courteous. Nalin Mehta is wanting to make a point. Let's listen to him.
I just want to make a simple
You
point.
cannot be so quietly trying to make a point.
Sorry, I was trying to follow the rules of the debate.
Start shouting.
No, the point I want to make is it's very fashionable in liberal circles in Delhi to question Rahul Gandhi's soft Hindutva turn and his temple hopping. When we were traveling in Madhya Pradesh, we actually found that it was being received well in areas of where he was traveling for the simple reason that it took away this whole narrative of that you're an anti-Hindu party.
Okay,
now,
well,
at a
Nalin,
larger narrative point,
Nalin,
it just shifted the debate to one side.
When DK Shiv Kumar comes out in Karnataka and says that your entire poll campaign did a disservice to the Hindu community, I'd rather go with him. Then analysis. Let me just bring in Abdul Hafiz Gandhi. Abdul Hafiz Gandhi of the Samajwadi Party, the Mahagathbandhan is obviously going to create huge disruption. Why haven't you supported? If you're so anti the communal BJP and the communal RSS, why haven't you still come together? Why are we seeing the Congress today unsure in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh? Had you come together, the BSP, yourself, perhaps there would have been a complete rout of the BJP. What is this opportunism?
Rahul, we tried to form an alliance in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and other states, but it was the responsibility of the Congress as a larger party to forge an alliance.
Statement.
But
Many people,
That's a very telling statement. So
not.
Abdul Hafiz Gandhi, if the Congress were to win these three states
please
as
allow
the
me to-
exit polls
please
say,
allow me to speak.
Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, will the Congress get more arrogant or will it be on the table negotiating with you?
No, I will not say who will be arrogant and who will not be, but I will say that our party is trying to explore the possibility of forming a larger alliance in Uttar Pradesh, and we are trying for that. But as of now, I cannot say that
Why
who will
don't you
be the
give the
part of
same
this
grace
alliance
to
and
the
who will
Congress as you
not
gave
be the
to
part of this
Mayawati?
alliance.
We saw Akhilesh Yadav going to Mayawati's house and we were told that he prostrated before her. At that time, people said Mayawati was being arrogant. But he showed her a great more. No, I'm asking you, sir. Gave her a great more benefit of doubt than you've given Rahul Gandhi. What is going on actually? I want to ask you.
Rahul, our national president has made it very clear that as a larger party, Congress has the larger responsibility of forming an alliance.
Come on,
we are not running away from alliance, but
as
a larger party, Congress must
let's go back to history. Mr. Hafiz, let's go back to history.
Jay coming in. Jay coming.
Let's go back to history. What was the reason why the famous 272 of Sonia Gandhi did not happen in February 1999?
That's right.
Mulayam Singh.
There you go.
So there you go. So this is a Gathbandhan of opportunism.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
Two questions are going to come up here.
And my question still remains. The questions, if we can have, my question still remains. If the Congress were to get these three states,
what about the
as exit polls are suggesting,
what about the NDA coalition consisting of more than 45 parties?
Higher or lower for the Congress
What about the
party?
alliance?
I think they're going to be higher because they're going to be higher will become the bigger magnet as a fulcrum of an anti-BJP alliance.
If there is a Mahagathbandhan in place, the
But we have two
NDA
questions
will
to
be
ask.
74
We have
down.
two questions to ask. You're absolutely right, Navika. Look at this particular number. If you have a Mahagathbandhan, NDA is going to be down 74 seats in one particular batch or swath of seats, which we call really the Modi heartland. But the question then is, and it's going to come up on your screens, the big question is whether we are headed for a coalition. Some people even say Khichdi coalition in 2019. And the other big question, Navika.
And the question is whether it will be a coalition led by the BJP in stronger numbers. Will the BJP need more alliance partners? Or whether it will be a Khichdi coalition.
Can the BJP make up the numbers?
That's
in the other parts of India, the rest of India? We come right back to that in just about 3 minutes. Stay with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the first half of our projections for 2019, we showed you that in the Modi heartland, 10 states, the Modi juggernaut is likely to come down from 222 seats down to 173 when there is no Mahagathbandhan. If there is a Mahagathbandhan in Uttar Pradesh, then this number is down to 148 for the NDA, which means major losses for the NDA from what was its stronghold in 2014. Can Prime Minister Narendra Modi for 2019 make up these loss of numbers from any of the other segments, the East, the West or the South? That's going to be the big question. And of course, we'll have to see, is the country headed for a different kind of a coalition led by the BJP or a Khichdi coalition with smaller parties being part of it? That is the segment that we're going to, Rahul.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's just go up to the wall again, because from our analysis, it would appear that it will be a very tall ask. There are 300 or 299 seats that form the rest of the country, and for, as we have told you, the BJP to go back to where it was and the NDA particularly to go back to the heights 313, 15, 30 seats that it had in 2014, it would really have to outperform itself as a coalition and the BJP in areas where it has never really been strong. Now, this is how we ended the last segment, if you remember, viewers, showing you an erosion of 74 seats for the NDA if the Mahagathbandhan came together and contested across this Modi heartland. So now let's look at what the figures were in 2014 in the other particular seats. This is the no Gathbandhan, of course, but let's go.
This is the no Gathbandhan scenario. 173 seats for the NDA, 37 for the Congress, and of course the others are much lower down. But this we are talking about this Modi heartland, which was the stronghold of the BJP in the 10 states in 2014.
Okay, can the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the NDA and the BJP make up that deficit in the rest of India? Let's go region by region. This is, of course, West Bengal, so this constitutes the first of the East. Here you can see that the BJP has gained 6 seats. Very important. Gained 6 seats. It's the TMC that has lost 7. The CPM picking up 1. The Congress down 2. And Navika, I think behind you is the eastern seaboard of India, 87 seats.
That's right. Eastern seaboard, where the NDA was 12 seats in 2014. In these northeast states of Assam, Tripura, Manipur, Sikkim, Arunachal, also includes West Bengal, Odisha, Mizoram, Nagaland and Meghalaya. The BJP is going to go up from 12 up to 34. That's where some of the losses are going to be made up, plus 22 for the NDA and minus 10 for the UPA. And the Trinamool Congress is also going to be down 7. The BJD, Naveen Patnaik, also facing anti-incumbency, will be down by 4. Those are the numbers. So BJP gains, the NDA gains 22 seats from the east, and that's our east segment. We'll also show you the numbers coming in from the west as well as from the south.
So this West Bengal picture, Navika, interesting, isn't it, Jay? Very interesting. We're seeing the BJP perhaps on the back of the politics of polarization that is so obviously evident in this state, gaining a little bit. So what doesn't work perhaps in the Hindi heartland anymore seems to be working here in West Bengal.
No, there are 2 other important factors behind West Bengal and that number 34. Post demonetization, in every single bipole, the BJP gained in West Bengal and Orissa. That's historical fact. So that gain, which actually helped it propel itself from the 3rd position to the 2nd position in both the states.
What do you put it down
to? Are you saying that, break this down for our viewers. Is demo giving them a setback, or is demo actually giving them a positive?
Look, I want to have a very nuanced position on this. What has happened post-demo is that in the states where the BJP was incumbent, Gujarat, MP and other states, we have seen a sort of anger by a certain section. However, in the eastern parts of India, where the BJP was number 3, namely states like Orissa and Bengal, post-demo, in the polls, the BJP has actually picked up.
So but then is it connected to demo or is it connected to something else?
No, let me tell you. A Robin Hood image, let me nuance the position. A Robin Hood image has helped the BJP propel itself, and it's evident from the data from all the bipoles of Orissa and Bengal that the BJP has gone from number 3 to number 2 in those states. And it's all this.
Are we linking it to the wrong thing, Sabha?
I think Jay's juxtaposition, he's noted the data, and I agree with you. In fact, I think it's remarkable that the BJP has emerged beyond victories that it has had. It has emerged as an opposition force in Orissa. It is emerging in Bengal. This is also due to the complete atrophy in the Congress. I wrote one column about the Congress losing opposition spaces.
Absolutely.
And I got a call from local congressmen in Bengal. They did not have money for chai in their offices. But something like this, if the exit polls are correct, will change the chemistry.
Well, let me one second. Gentlemen, on the top of your screen, viewers on the top of your screens, is very important data. Now, we are told you, one second, gentlemen, 1 second. This is very important. Viewers who are watching this broadcast, look at the top of your screens, look at the top band, as we call it in our parlance. We have now had counting really for 332 seats out of 543. And you can see that the NDA is around 208 as we speak. So if they have to get beyond, as a coalition, the 272 mark, that gap is now narrowing. And we still have the West and we have the South to go.
That's right. 173 plus these 34, the NDA is up to about 208.
Can I have a sentence on Bengal?
Yes.
I think it's less about demonetization. Largely because there is a very fertile ground in West Bengal. Because TMC and Mamata Banerjee help the BJP polarize voters.
Absolutely.
Because they are seen as a party which is appeasing Muslims. So, right or wrong, there is a fertile ground there for the BJP brand of politics.
But in terms of data, in terms of sheer data, this is post-demo that we are seeing.
BJP is going to gain +6. Actually, it is going to gain much more than what is this.
Yeah, we are speaking 6
because
months,
what is Amit Shah is now going to concentrate his maximum time in East, that too in West Bengal. The rally, one by one.
The Rath Yatra is your latest flashpoint. And that is going to get the ball rolling as far as
his whole concentration.
Okay, so once again we are back to Hindu Muslim. G.V.L. Narasimha Rao. It's not working in the... No, 1 second. Let me bring it. Look, all of this, of course, let's be very honest, is a projection. This is all an opinion survey that has been conducted. Now, all of this may not hold. And I'm asking you, GVL Narasimha Rao, are we going to see the BJP, whether it's in the East or in the Modi heartland as we call it, use hard Hindutva to try and polarize, to consolidate what it believes is a fragmented vote bank today after 2014?
Rahul, I think you may not like this comment, but let me ask you this question and other the pundits in the panel.
Sure.
When was the last time in the last 5 years when the polls before the results we were wiser by our commentary? I think all this commentary really goes in for a toss when the real results come in. In 2014 also pre-polls never gave us a mandate. They gave us the kind of numbers that you are giving today in 2014, and what was the result? So the real, somehow we are not there, both the pundits and the pollsters are not able to guard.
For the purposes of this particular poll and exercise, let's accept the data. 1 second. I want to ask you the more fundamental question, sir. Why is this, as we get closer to 2019, reliance on hard Hindutva? Is it because Prime Minister Modi is losing his ability to rally the vote? I'm asking you this question because you have seen you're already at 208 and there's still 2 seaboards to go to, the south as well as the west. But the fact is you may not make it past the halfway. So I'm asking you, sir, is this the waning of the Modi effect, or is this the rejection of your politics?
No, where is the hard Hindutva? I think please answer this. How we have been very consistent.
Sir,
it is the Congress party which has been
when you want to build a statue.
What do you make out of the statements of Yogi Adityanath in Bulandshahr on cow slaughter versus
I want to make a point. Yeah.
you know, isn't that hard Hindutva? Let him answer that and I'll come to you.
We'll come to you.
I think you have heard the same. We have been very consistent in our approach. We have always, you see, even on the issue of the vigilante groups, the Prime Minister was harsh even a couple of years ago. We have not changed our position.
No,
look
sir,
at the Congress party.
Look at Sabrimala. It's a test case. In Sabrimala, sir, you're supporting the Hindu cause, even though you are arguing for a uniform civil code. That's a direct contradiction. Will you give up the uniform civil code, or do you accept the fact that women should be kept out of Sabrimala of a particular age group? You have to make up your mind. So you're playing to the galleries.
And you've made your point evident by saying faith is above everything else. So why don't you just put the uniform civil code into the dustbin? If faith is above everything else for Hindus, then why not let it be for the other religions as well?
On matters, you see, you are not appreciating a point. People of the country are appreciating. The media has a problem. The people have no problem.
Sir, we are too confused.
We consider that to be predominantly
but we are very
a religious issue.
Okay, let's take it around. Okay, the BJP says they're not playing hard Hindutva. Let's go to Uttar Pradesh, where we have a spokesperson from the Samajwadi Party, and I want to ask her, do you believe the BJP when it says we are not playing hard Hindutva? Ma'am. Juhi Singh.
The BJP is not playing anything because they're not even, they have a book of fables and false promises, and that has been really exposed. So the BJP can sit out here and be very pompous and say that nothing, but our heartland, that is the Hindi heartland, gave them a mandate and a faith which the Prime Minister is completely exhausted. So of course they lose out in the Hindi heartland, and this is where we are strong. So irrespective of how trivial people make it sound, but the Hindi heartland will throw the BJP out in 2019, and
but you haven't seen the numbers yet, and let's look at the numbers from the west which will come in. The NDA is already at 208 out of 322 seats, ma'am. NDA is already at 208 out of 322, and let's look at the south. Is Narendra Modi, I'm coming to you, is Narendra Modi adding anything from the south, or is he going to have to look at alliance partners? Let's look at these numbers. Andhra Pradesh, 1 seat, down from 2 in 2014. And TDP is down, YSRCP is up in Andhra Pradesh. So is that a new alliance partner, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, that you could be looking at, YSR Congress Party?
No, we are not looking at any alliances in Andhra Pradesh. We are contesting, planning to contest elections on our own, and we hope to really retain at least our strength, if not substantially improve. Because
post-election alliance, you will have to be open. If there are losses through a Mahagathbandhan in Uttar Pradesh, you will have to make good the losses. Can you afford to be close to alliance partners, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao?
Okay.
If you are going to play toxic politics,
Navika, you see a number of parties. Can I get in a line, because I would request you to please ask some people to keep quiet, because otherwise I can't really make out what is happening there.
All right.
Okay, so we are confident of repeating our mandate of 2014 and possibly adding to our strength. You might not want to believe it today, but you have to, we go by what is our gut feel, we go by what is our assessment. We certainly expect to retain our present strength in the states where we have got those numbers and add something from the east and the south.
So let's look at the south. Let's look at the south. 132 seats available. Let's look at the south. 132 seats available. Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Nicobar.
From NDA, it's down from 23 in 2014 to about 19 in 2019. And the UPA makes the major gains, 24 up to 45.
What is interesting, Navika,
is down.
that potential allies like the TRS are improving their tally. The TDP is going down. So if you really look at it from an alliance point of view, which is where we are looking
Telangana,
at it.
as I see it, in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, there are new alliance partners that could be coming up.
The Bharatiya Janata Party had one of the best alliance in our history, but there was a way they did it. There was a way Vajpayee and Advani put together an alliance. If you are going to have the most toxic discourse in India's largest state by Adityanath Yogi, there is very little chance of getting alliance after the election.
Toxic discourse is upsetting. It's upsetting your allies.
You are not going to find how did Vajpayee put together that
alliance. I'll tell you why I discount this.
Okay, historic point, one at a time. Let's go around. Let's go anti-clockwise.
After the 2002 Gujarat riots, the two people who walked out of the NDA were first Mr. Paswan and the second Mr. Naidu. Before 2014, it was precisely these two people who came back to the BJP.
And so did JDU.
And JDU.
That's
walked
because
out
you had a majority.
and is now back.
I wanted to footnote here.
You are figure out.
One minute.
Majority and a minority.
They came back before the government was formed. They came back before the government was formed. Paswan and TDP came back before the government.
Mr. Sudarshan is making a point. Let's listen to him and I'll come to you.
From Karnataka alone, BJP had 18 seats. How can it go down? It cannot. It has to go up. So you got figure of Karnataka, including Karnataka.
Jay is coming in on that. Jay is coming in.
Hang on. I'll put this in perspective.
See,
is looking at what's best for them. It's not about ideology or anything.
1 minute. Gentlemen, let's not speak over each other. Jay wants to answer your question. Mr. Achari, Jay is answering your question.
It has to go up.
Okay, so let him answer. Let him answer. Let him answer, sir. Let him answer. Okay, let him answer.
Let me just nuance this. Let me just nuance this.
Come on, nuance it, Jay.
I'll put it on both the sides.
Come on.
Okay, what's happening?
Come on. Yes, that's right. Come on. That's okay. Come on. Yeah, let's go.
See,
that's okay.
JDS and Congress will perform only in old Mysore region and in Bangalore rural area.
Achari sir.
The rest of Karnataka
Achari sir.
All right, Achari sir. He's explaining to you.
Now, I have 2 points to make, so please listen to me very carefully. I will even come to your side of the argument, which could be fine, okay? And I will take this argument as well as and look at the lower side of this. If this can go below 19 or not, I'll take both the sides. First, in Karnataka, there are several parliamentary seats which are on thin margin. For example, Bangalore Central, Mr. Mohan, was on some 30,000 votes. I mean, I may not get the exact figure, but it was a thin margin. There are several seats on thin margin. Therefore, Karnataka can go down. Okay, that must have happened in this survey. Let's give it a fair chance. That must have happened in this survey, and this has gone down. Okay. Now, the flip side, we'll take your side as well. Post Sabrimala in Kerala. Now, I don't know, maybe this poll may not have covered that impact. Let's give it a fair chance. Post Sabrimala in Kerala, yes, the BJP can take Kasargod, the BJP can take Patnam Thitta, the BJP can take.
Here is the Kerala. Here are the Kerala numbers.
Yeah,
BJP is in fact gaining.
There is one.
BJP is gaining one.
There is one.
Mr. J, as far as Kerala is concerned, BJP has got 10.3% in 2014,
yes.
and post Sabarimala, it is going to go up to 25%. Take it from me.
Yes,
and if it is not,
the contention. That's a poll. It's your hypothesis. See, it's your hypothesis.
Convert that into seats.
Pattanamthitta, Kozhikode, Kannur, Palakkad, Thiruvananthapuram, BJP is much ahead of anybody else.
That's right.
And similarly, the Congress is going down.
Exactly
and
from your
Communist
list.
is being
Sir,
wiped
exactly
out
from
in
your
Kerala.
list. I have
Then
picked up
how can
Patnam
you
Thitta,
say
I have picked up
BJP is
Kannur,
going to
I have
get
picked up
only one?
Thiruvananthapuram. It's from your list.
Mr. Achari, may I come in? Do not take these numbers personally, sir. This is an opinion poll.
Mr. Achari, to be fair to you,
he's including your proposition in his argument. So he's including.
Okay,
he's including
let's go one by
that.
one.
Your
Let's go one by one.
I hail from that part of the India.
Yes, let's
and
not.
I know
I mentioned your
Let's not take it personally. Relax.
You take Kerala,
Sir,
you take
have a glass of water.
Tamil Nadu.
Have a glass of water, sir.
I can assure you, BJP is going to perform better than
They are performing
what you
better.
are projecting.
This will
Achari
go
Sam, have a glass of water. Relax. Calm down. Calm
The
down.
range will be
1 minute. 1 second.
Finish your point.
Yes. Yes. Finish your point. Yeah.
Just
So
finish.
that is the flip side. Taking Mr. Achari's point, and I did mention the names of the seats which he has said. First of all, okay guys, let me be fair. I'm doing this as a person who understands numbers. This is not my poll.
Absolutely.
ये मेरा poll नहीं है. Okay, I'm just doing this as a person who understands stats, psephology and politics. This 19, therefore, can even go down to 16 if the thin seats in Karnataka go away. Now,
And
if those
the loss of a big leader like
Anant Kumar, yeah.
could be a factor.
Could be a factor.
Okay.
Now, taking your point, gentlemen, let me speak. Taking your point,
please.
Taking your point. If those losses are not as many and they are compensated with gains from Kerala, I'm still willing to say 4 seats. I've taken that subset from your seats only. Okay, then this can again go to 23 or 25.
Okay, 23.
Let's understand
Okay.
this is a
Now,
poll.
one second. Okay, yes, let somebody else have a chance. Now, come on. Yes, make your point. It's okay. Make your point.
Half of Kerala to
The previous point of so-called toxic discourse, I'd like to reiterate that the BJP, while fighting 2014, made a conscious effort to improve the social dynamics in several of these states. What we are seeing, they have the largest number of MPs from the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities, and we'll also see them perhaps changing the candidates contesting from these regions. You see a Nagaland. You see a Nagaland, there is a shift. You see a Tripura, a tribal state, there is a shift. You see a Meghalaya, a Christian state, there is a shift. You see a Mizoram, there is a shift.
For every person who leaves, there's someone who comes in. Now, 1 second. I want to ask you a question. 1 second. I want to ask a question. Basic question. 1 second.
You can't focus your discourse on one MP.
I find it strange that both in Karnataka, Navika, and in Kerala, it is a very communal campaign.
See, no, it's not a communal campaign. We are unapologetic about standing for Hindu interests. You call it communal, but we are absolutely unapologetic.
But you
That's a
stand
communal
also,
comment,
you
actually.
have yourself
See,
come out and said we stand for a plethora of communities.
Let me just, I've not made my point yet. Let me tell you why I rejected these numbers fundamentally. Because today I want to ask you, which party is the quickest thinker, which is the quickest in terms of, reorganizing its strategy? It's a BJP. So in a worst case scenario, assuming there is a setback on 11th, which they will not be, please know we will hit back like cornered tigers. We will hit back with a new strategy. Corruption, Parivarwad,
even if you're cornered, you are a tiger. All right. Mr. Abdul Razak Khan, Karnataka, the BJP is down only from 17 to 15 is what we are saying, and there is such a hullabaloo about it. And we are saying the Congress will remain at 9 from what it was previously.
It will better perform this time. It will definitely. We have shown you in the recent by-polls. The BJP person actually left away the polls. 48 hours prior to polls, he went out of the contest. Come on, this will happen.
Either of these two siding with the party which comes to power in the
Either of these two, so you're saying even the DMK can come? Even the DMK, you're open to the DMK?
Of course.
Please,
So 2G spectrum stands like that, sure. So
No.
GVL Narasimha Rao, the people who support the BJP say that you could be in business with the DMK in Tamil Nadu. I want to know from you categorically, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, after all the hullabaloo that you made about the 2G spectrum scam, is DMK still a possible potential ally?
Mr. Achari is a whistleblower.
Allow him to answer.
Let's ask Mr. Achari.
It is about
2G.
interest, not friends or enemies. So interest.
So ideology कुछ नहीं होता है.
It is about
तो लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाया आपने लोगों को करप्शन में बेवकूफ बनाया. Allow GVL Narasimha Rao to answer. This is a serious question. I want to understand from GVL Narasimha Rao, is corruption an issue or not? If not, why is Vadra being raided? Forget that witch hunt and go back to making alliances with everybody, putting corruption on the back burner. Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao.
No. Why are you giving a benefit of doubt to Robert Vadra? I think
if you can give a benefit of doubt to DMK, why not to Robert Vadra?
They say because the DMK has no case against them, they lost the 2G.
I have stated it. I have stated
You can give an
very
opportunity
clearly,
to the other people on the show.
categorically.
Who will answer for Vapam scam?
Okay, let
Who
him answer. He's the official spokesperson.
You are the epitome of corruption.
Okay, sir, let him answer. Let him answer. There's a contradiction staring the party in the face, GVL Narasimha Rao. Will you pick the DMK, yes or no?
Where?
In Tamil Nadu?
Where else?
I have told you very categorically with our present. Can I complete my statement? Otherwise, I'll keep quiet. You can debate. We don't require with the existing allies. The NDA will improve its performance. We go by our assessment. We don't go by what the media or somebody else says.
We can't do anything if
then
somebody
we would
is
have
in
got
denial
all our
mode.
politics wrong.
Well, all right. So
We don't need. We could have. There was a Navika. Let me tell you. We could have tied up with the DMK even in the last polls.
Rahul.
Okay,
let's go to the West and then go to the overall picture. Let's look at the West before I get in Mr. Clyde Crasto. So, Mr. Clyde Crasto, these are the Maharashtra numbers. The BJP is going to go up. BJP plus Shiv Sena.
No, wait, there is a fundamental thing here. He has not considered them as an alliance.
Yes, that's
अगर alliance होता है तो 36 बीजेपी को मिले, उसका सीट है normally 28 है alliance में, the normal distribution. तो ये थोड़ा उसने independently poll करके कर दिया. But what this number shows is that the BJP has independently grown and gobbled up the Shiv Sena's vote base.
And that's why there is such friction between the two, because there is an apprehension that might happen.
The original Hindu party versus only the West Hindu party.
So you're suggesting that had these been together,
this number would have been 38 only. The BJP has gained after the Chief Minister's initiatives, especially in terms of water conservation. The BJP has gained on the ground.
So what we are hearing from the ground is that they actually might come together, given the fact that they're both raising the same issues, which is Mandir. So there is no other way that the Shiv Sena can then veer across.
So Mr. Clyde Crasto, these Maharashtra numbers, the BJP seems to be getting the same 38, 41 to 38. That's the kind of number. So not too much of a change in Maharashtra as far as the BJP Shiv Sena alliance is concerned. The NCP gets 1 extra. The Congress gets 3 extra. Where does that leave the resurgence of the Mahagathbandhan in Maharashtra to give the Modi juggernaut somewhat of a surprise shock?
Navika, I can't see who was talking because there's nothing on the screen here right now. So the point here is whoever was talking about gobbling up, somebody spoke about being a tiger. Let me tell you right now in Maharashtra, let the results come out on the 11th. The Shiv Sena is going to be the first one to leave the BJP. Every morning they wake up and decide, okay, this is what I'm going to say against each other. They are putting a lot of drama right now. But
will you accept them, sir? Will you do business with the Shiv Sena? I'm asking you. 1 second, will the NCP do business?
No, I have waited for half an hour to talk.
Will you do business with the Shiv Sena, sir?
I waited for half an hour.
Let's ask the NCP.
So we are asking you the question, sir. We are not asking anybody else. We are asking you, if the Shiv Sena were to
No,
break
but
up with the BJP, will you do business with them?
Question.
Respond, sir, respond.
No, we have got nothing to do with the BJP. We have got nothing to do with the BJP. I'm responding, Rahul, but let's have a dialogue. When I'm talking, you let me finish, then you ask me a question, because there's a delay of 10 seconds. As you understand, I'm in Mumbai and you're in Delhi.
Okay,
so
go
let
ahead.
me finish and then you ask so I can understand what you're saying. We all understand technicalities. No, the point here is, we have got nothing to do with the BJP, okay? And the gentleman who was talking about gobbling up, the Shiv Sena is right now waiting for the results on the 11th. They've already been talking against the BJP. So once this election results come out, wait and watch. There'll be a lot of people who will be jumping out of the BJP. And we keep talking about Mahagathbandhan. The BJP is a khichdi of more than 40 plus parties. The TDP has already left them. And let the election come out, and what the projections are, BJP is on a very, very bad footing. These are the people who will be jumping out of the ship very soon.
Mr.
So
Cresto,
don't take things for granted. Wait for
are we going to go from one?
No.
Are we going to go from a biryani into a khichdi? That's the question. What is going to happen in 2019?
Well, the khichdi is already there. BJP
both are as nutritious, by the way. Biryani and khichdi, both are nutritious. So I'm asking you, Saban Naqvi, these numbers as they're emerging before us show that we're in for a period of great uncertainty at the national level, which could lead, of course, to a coalition of the unwilling that will be formed only to take on Modi and Holt. Now that is not a recipe.
Can I
just have one question? One question.
The most interesting coalitions in India's history, number one was the Janata Party, which involved the Jan Sangh and the socialists coming to. It did not last very long. But that is what led to the creation of the Bharatiya Janata Party in 1980.
No, that might be
then
so.
Atal Bihari
That's all
Vajpayee
history.
successfully led a coalition for a full term, where the coalition members sat in every decision that was made by his government.
If I can point out, the BJP was still the largest. It was the largest unit holding it together.
You can answer both the questions together. My question is around, so what has the country gained by a strong, decisive government? Okay, coalitions are a problem. But what is the big achievement of last 4 years?
That's an important point.
And that's the number we get on our screen.
If there were achievements,
we need to get the overall picture for 543 seats. Gentlemen, we need to get an overall picture of 543 seats after we've seen all the states and all the regions. That number and the possible scenarios is what we'll go to right after this very short break. So reserve your questions, reserve your analysis, and we'll be back in just 2 minutes from now.
Viewers, the time has come to call the elections really. CNX has been projecting numbers. In the first half, we projected numbers from the Modi heartland, 244. Then we said, can the NDA pick up numbers from the rest of India? There are 299 seats up for grab in the rest of India, and here are the numbers as they look to us. Out of those 299, BJP's or the NDA is expected to pick up a third, 106, the UPA 70, the others 123. This is the most significant number. Between the two of them, they have basically 200 seats. 200 seats out of 299. The NDA is gaining 10. Importantly, the UPA is gaining 23. And Navika, what is the magic?
These are the numbers: 148 for the NDA, down from 222. If there is a Mahagathbandhan in business, if there is no Mahagathbandhan, then this number is 173. And if the Mahagathbandhan is there, the Mahagathbandhan gets 94 out of these 244 seats and the others get 2. So it's really the Mahagathbandhan, whether it's happening or not, that will determine what this number is. And if this is a Mahagathbandhan number, then it's 148 plus 106 for the overall number. If there is no Mahagathbandhan, then it is 173 plus 106.
So
that will be the overall number.
Let's pull it out. Let's project it. This is what the next parliament could look like, viewers. Here it is. This is the whole map of India now. And what we are showing you, viewers, very simply is NDA is going to be down by 40. But the overall number is that they are going to be in government with their allies as they stand down from 321 to 281. down 40, but they form the government. That's what GVL Narasimha Rao has been saying. With our allies, we're going to get back.
So GVL Narasimha Rao, this number of 281 of the original NDA alliances minus the TDP, is that a number that you would really rest on? 40 down, but still forming the government.
Navika, Navika, we would certainly want to better our performance in 2014, and we are confident we can do it. And absolutely, these elections, even if our numbers will, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan will certainly come down in assembly elections. But then that's not going to be a signal for 2019. The issues are going to be different. The choices are going to be different.
Is there going to be a sudden resurgence of the voters putting their faith back in Prime Minister Narendra Modi when it comes to the Lok Sabha elections? Because that's something that many people who've travelled these states have said, that even if at the local level they are looking for a change, for the Lok Sabha election, Narendra Modi still continues to be the most popular leader.
Well, Navika, you have to look at the trajectory of what's been going on in India. If you see from May 16, 2014, where the BJP had a singular majority in Lok Sabha, that is 282 seats, they have been reduced to 272 seats over the past 4.5 years. The NDA has gone from 336 seats to 310 seats. So forget what's going to happen after tomorrow. If you analyze what has been happening up till today, since the last Lok Sabha elections, the BJP and the NDA have been losing ground, and these grounds are basically what the people have voiced
Dr. Ali, no one is doubting that. But
so
do the others, including the left, the UPA, the third front that is putative, that sometimes exists but doesn't exist, can they provide the alternative? That's the question. And I want to go around this table very quickly. Sanjeev Srivastava, someone in this debate made the point that Rahul, we don't have a leader to project on the other side. Is that the failing? Is that the failing? Modi makes it all about personality and himself.
It's very difficult to give a short answer, but I'll definitely try. See, Modi, with all his shortcomings and faults, remains the #1 leader. But his problem is, vis-a-vis Rahul Gandhi falls behind Modi in terms of popularity. But Rahul Gandhi is not polarizing. So people are not against him. With Modi there are strong likes and strong dislikes. So that kind of his popularity in certain manner cancels it. Because
Sabha Naqvi, given the fact that the Congress, I get the point you're making. So he's more acceptable. But that doesn't mean that we're going to have stability. And when we are looking at the larger number,
#1, whether they'll be 281
with the
or
Congress,
220 or
so you
200,
concede the BJP will be by far the biggest largest party.
Yes.
Wouldn't a coalition that is dependent on the BJP as the single largest party be more stable than the patchwork that might come together with a weak core?
After the BJP had an excellent coalition under Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the Congress had a coalition that lasted for 2 terms, Rahul. So why do you presume that everything, when there is
but
going
not
to be
with a weak core, which has 80 seats,
had the core
around which the other parties came.
Can I finish? If on December 11th we are going to see a sudden revival in 3 states, the whole political chemistry will start changing.
Abdul Razak Khan, you share that optimism that suddenly everything, the landscape will change?
Not suddenly, it is already shaped up. It is already shaped up. We just need to have some more round of talks.
Well, it's now all in the numbers, actually, Navika, and we should leave it at that. I think we've run out of time here. Suspenseful 4 months await us. Elections will begin sometime in the end of March, when the ballots will begin to be once again cast. This particular government, the NDA, has a lot of ground to make up. Our poll suggests it. It might have 281, but the BJP's number within that will be the one to look out for. That's all we have for you. Good night.